During this lecture, we're going to be talking about what is DevOps. And of course, how is it related to building, testing, and deploying your software. First of all, I just want to congratulate you for making the decision to take this course. It is a big first step towards automating precisely these three things: building, testing, and deploying new versions of your application. And in fact, that pretty much sums up what DevOps is, but that is not it for this lecture. Let's dive a little bit more into what DevOps means. So, of course, we know that DevOps is the conjunction of two words, developer and operations, but what does this mean? Does it mean that operations are now developers, or developers are now part of the operations team? It's a bit more complicated than that, but yeah, basically. So it all starts when in a product team, the head of product, maybe inside of the product team or someone inside of your organization, decides that there is a problem inside of your application. A problem that is preventing your users from having the best experience possible. Or maybe they are already themselves asking for a new feature. Or maybe there's just simply a bug present within your current version. They later maybe get the idea about how they can solve this. They get the next feature idea. And you have to implement this next feature as soon as possible, because of course you want to beat everyone else in the market and be the first one to deliver this to your users. You have to do this as fast as possible, because otherwise your users may start to just jump over to your competitor. So it is very important that you quickly code this new feature, make sure that it builds, make sure that of course it doesn't break anything, and send it on your user's way. That is where DevOps comes in, because DevOps is going to help you precisely make sure that your builds are executed correctly, that your tests are passing, and even let you know if there are any bugs still present that you may want to solve before this hits your users. A new version of your app gets deployed to the App Store. If there is any error that you should work with, you should be notified immediately and be able to work in solving that bug as quick as possible, so that when it is actually ready, it is automatically deployed to your users. So the key word in here is automatically. This entire process should be automated. You should be able to test automatically, find those bugs automatically, and deploy to your users automatically, helping you focus in one thing and one thing only: developing the next feature. This slide right here is essentially what DevOps is: the automation of the development process. So once you have a new feature ready, it is easy for this automated process to do everything else for you. So instead of taking a lot of time deploying to your users, making sure that everything works, you just jump directly into developing the next feature. Essentially, this is what DevOps is. But this is not everything that you should know about DevOps. In the next lecture, I'm going to explain why is it that you should use DevOps. And that is both going to help you understand DevOps a little bit more, and I'll even share with you a couple of different scenarios. One in which your company is already using DevOps, one where it isn't, so hopefully this will be clearer and the advantages of using DevOps will be crystal clear. So, in the next lecture, we're going to be talking about why use DevOps.